It's the pretty boy anthem. If you tall, sexy, handsome, you a certified gigolo. Yes, I do.
So one thing that I did not think about when I started my store was the fact that I don't have any way for people to get back to me if they want to buy more art from me. I don't have any QR codes, any links or anything. I just have to trust that they'll remember what my username is. So I made these little thank you notes which have a QR code to my Linktree on them. So now if some time passes after you buy one of my prints and you wonder, hey, what asshole made that piece of art? You can just scan the QR code and you'll get back to my store or any of my social medias in case you want to look at more art from me. Which is good, because right now I only have prints available for sale, but I have lots of ideas for stickers and keychains to sell. So if you're wondering what my art looks like and you want to consider maybe buying something from my store, possibly because I'm very broke, then you can visit the link tree that is in my bio. So I know this is not a hot take in the slightest, but my least favorite part of drawing has got to be doing the line art for my pieces, which is a bit annoying when my favorite part is very much doing the coloring, because it means I have to patiently sit through the anxiety-inducing task of just pulling that brush pen over every single line until it's done and being worried the whole time that you're gonna wobble the pen and just... And you may be wondering, Chris, why are you talking about this in a video where you're doing a sketch and not doing the line art? It's because I still need to do the line art and I am procrastinating on it and I do not want to. And this drawing is one in a set of probably 8. It's probably going to end up being 8. And it's becoming a problem because now I'm building up sketches for each of these drawings and I don't want to finish any of them. So wish me luck, please. If you're an artist, have you ever had those moments where you've just looked at a sketch that you have when you're getting ready to line it and just thought, this looks like shit, what's wrong with this little part of it? Why are the hands like that? Also, don't lie to me. You've gone through that, I've gone through that, every single person who has put pencil to paper to draw has very much gone through that. As I'm sure you've guessed, I went through that right here because hands are a struggle, especially when you don't have a clear reference for exactly what you want from the drawing. So, but it's at least easy enough to fix with this type of problem to just grab a mirror and hold whatever your hands in the drawing are holding and just look at yourself. So it wasn't that difficult to remedy. It's just still very annoying to have to redo parts of your drawing like that, you know? I honestly don't really have much else to say about this. Just the sketch is done now. I don't want to line it, so I'm going to start another sketch when I go back upstairs and I'm done recording. And then I'm not going to line that one. I'm going to wait a few days to line any of them, and then I'm just going to line all of them at once and have a panic attack at the end, you know? One of the main problems that I have with designing characters for a project is when I have a pretty clear idea of what I want most of them to look like, but then there's that one or two where you just don't really know what you want to do with them visually, and then on top of it, you don't really know where you want to take them as a character in general either, so you can't really use those elements to inform the design that you want to give them, so you're just sitting there staring at the paper. Thankfully for my girl Mara here, I was able to get over those excuses that I gave myself with, I don't really know what I want to do with them, and I just got ideas out onto the paper, and I really like how she's ending up so far. I'm looking forward to refining her design a bit more and figuring out exactly what I want to do with her. I have a bit of a better idea now of what her personality is probably going to be like, and I'm going to be drawing some portraits of her so that I can figure out exactly what I want that design and attitude from her to be. So stay tuned for when I release those sketches. After 2 years of struggle, I finally have a finished character design for Dante, and I am very fucking happy about it. So this character in the speed draw is Dante, who I've had for, like I said, 2 years, and I've always known what I want from his personality. Like, he's a lot like Dazai from Bungo Stray Dogs, and the fact that he is pretty much just an asshole who likes to fuck with everyone. He likes to stalk people as a hobby, you know, fun stuff like that. And I've always had a bit of a concept of what I want him to look like, but refining exactly what I want has been a struggle. And I feel like his old design in general isn't really my best work. And on top of that, the project that this character is for is also supposed to be a lot more grounded in reality than anything I'm really used to working on before. So one of my top priorities for this was making sure that he was, like, very realistic in his appearance. Obviously, I mean his design, not my art style. Fuck realism, I don't like doing it. And all things considered, I think I did pretty good with this, but let me know what you think. Do you think this is a guy that you can meet in your everyday life? So, pretty big update, I figured out how to use my goddamn alcohol markers. I've really liked using alcohol markers for a while now, but I was never really satisfied with any of my drawings because they all suffered from streaky line syndrome. But then I scrolled around on the right places on TikTok and I figured out from watching other people how to do it, and I don't really know why I didn't think to do that sooner, because I'm a dum-dum. And then I elected Reign here to be my experiment for coloring, which I'm sure his ego would really appreciate. And you know what? I think it looks pretty good. There's definitely still some progress that I can make, but it looks a lot better than before. Really good for a definitely first experiment. Definitely haven't done this before on anything. I can already see some mistakes that I made that I want to work on, mostly having to do with picking colors for the shading, because I have honestly no idea how the hell these colors layer with each other, and I'm still figuring it out, so I guess color theory classes can't teach you everything, like how to use color theory outside of paint. So, I want to talk about some of the executive dysfunction problems that I've been having. So, for those of you who don't know, I have ADHD. And for me, that comes with pretty bad executive dysfunction problems. And for most of my life, I've been struggling to get anything done that's even mildly work-related. It was really bad in high school, got kind of better in college when I was able to do pretty much all art. And now it's still around even though all I'm doing is drawing and making videos. And I'm figuring out ways to get around it, but it sucks because I'm doing this to avoid those problems. And they're still getting in the way of me getting anything done, even though I really want to work on a lot of the things I have planned out. My brain just isn't letting me and telling me I need to play video games instead. And it's really weird because before art is what my brain told me I needed to do to avoid anything else, and now art's the work and my brain's telling me to avoid the art. But I'm getting through it, I'm getting over it, I'm realizing that there's a lot of things that I want to talk about that deserve a longer video than a minute long, but I want to keep your attention spans on these scrolling platforms. So yeah, I'm planning to make YouTube videos at some point. I already have several ideas, so follow me if you want to listen to me talk more, because I will be announcing those videos when they come out on here. Welcome, friends, to a new series that I'd like to call Chris Tries and Fails to Make Crafts on His First Attempt. So, if you've been here before, you know that I have an art store online. If you like my art, then go check it out. And one of the things I've really been wanting to do for the store is making keychains, but I didn't want to have to deal with any manufacturers for getting them made because the production time for a lot of places is incredibly long. So I decided to make them myself using Shrinky Dinks, and when I was making my test paper, I forgot that the size of the paper going in the printer was going to be an important thing to keep in mind. So even though my first attempt failed, I'm still keeping these so that I can practice things like the glazing with Mod Podge on them, because I don't want to make mistakes with that on the ones that are actually going to work out. So if you like my art and you want to see how the second attempt at this goes, then follow me and come back tomorrow so you can see the video where I do it again. I hope you'll consider visiting my store when these are done, but until then, just enjoy your scroll time, guys. Okay, so back to the Shrinky Dinks. I tried them again, and it looks a lot better than before's atrocity. So I don't have any of my setup to record myself taking care of all this, but I'm going to cut out the pieces and I'm going to cook them, and then we'll come back and look at how everything is. That's better. Look at that. That's a lot better. Hold on. Look, it's not all cut off. It's a nice size. Hold on. I love this so much. I'm definitely gonna keep one of these for myself. By the time this is posted, I should have... Okay, so if you're interested in getting your hands on one of these little guys, then, click the link tree. You'll find it.
You're a fish fucker.
I'm not a fish fucker.
Fish.
I just wanna catch my fish.
You fucked
Context
the
here.
fish.
Catch my fish.
So what you did to that fish.
This drawing got absolutely ruined while I colored it. This drawing was already being a pain in my ass even while I was getting the sketches done. I kept changing everything. I was having trouble doing the line art. Just a lot of minor things that were going wrong. And then I got to coloring it and everything got worse. I had a lot of trouble color picking, especially for the shirt and the skin, but especially the skin. There wasn't any shade that I found that was right. everything was like way too saturated or was not the shade that I was going for at all. And she just kept looking orange whenever I tried anything out on a test paper. So I had to settle for a color, and I feel like it doesn't go together with her hair at all. Like, they kind of clash. But then it got worse, because when I started coloring in her sweater, the color I picked ran out in the middle of doing it. And granted, it is an old marker, so I'm not surprised, but what the hell? And it gets worse, because this is one drawing in a set of 8 that I'm making for myself for character references. So I'm gonna have to make a whole new drawing for her. Fuck my life. Wix is actually crazy for this, because y'all want actual pictures of the stuff that I made, right? Like, you don't want the slop bullshit. Because I know I want to make my things organically, you know, without pollution or stealing from anyone. Do better. Okay, so y'all remember when I drew Jett like this, right? We're getting part 2. It's gonna be rain this time. You know what? Fuck it. My subject for this fucking video is gonna be talking about how I have no idea what the hell to talk about for this video. Because I try to think of something relevant to the character that I'm drawing, or the art that I'm doing, and my brain just goes, no, keep your mouth shut. Nothing's that important. Keep it to yourself. And it's just like, what the fuck, brain? I need ideas, and it's just like, no ideas. Because most of the stuff that I do think about, I'm just like, okay, so I want more than a minute to talk about it. So I'm gonna keep this idea for later, for a YouTube video. And then I have to make the YouTube videos. And now I'm just stuck here without any ideas for, like, what to do for the TikToks. It also doesn't help that I have several drawings that I'm working on, like, at once, like this one of River, the Catboy drawing of Rain, other ones that will be relevant later. So I guess that means that these short videos are gonna start getting a little bit more random, because I wanna have ideas for YouTube. Means I gotta draw ideas for it, but hey, I got ideas. Anyway, enjoy your scrolling. I've taken up a lot of time already.
Hey guys, check out this new cat I just got. He's pretty cool. He has kept making this sound for over 7 hours now, and I don't know how to stop it. Somebody please help me.
Guys, rate my microphone setup. It's a can of LaCroix.